The chair recognizes Mr. Cohen from Tennessee for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Last week, the 111th Congress was convened, and we started by electing our Speaker, the Honorable Nancy Pelosi, for a second term as Speaker of the House. The 111th Congress has much potential, much of it because the 107th, 108th, 109th Congress failed as a Republican majority and a Republican president let the free market dictate how our economy responded to economic pressures, and as a result we have the greatest economic catastrophe since the Great Depression. Those Congresses, the 107th, 108th, 109th, allowed the Republican president on faith to take us into a war that's cost us 4,000 American lives, over 30,000 casualties, and over $500 billion. $500 billion that's robbed our citizens and our cities, Madam Speaker, of monies needed for health care, education, and infrastructure. The 110th Congress saw a Democratic majority come here and an opportunity to pass legislation, some of which was approved by the President, signed by the President, or his veto was overridden. However, the President did veto several of our bills, including a children's health care plan, which we'll work on this week. We were unable to stop the hemorrhaging of our economy and our young people's lives in the Middle East. But with the election of a new President and the 111th Congress's opportunity to work with President-elect Barack Obama, I believe this Congress will be viewed as one of the most historic Congresses in the history of our country. We have the opportunity to restore America's proper place in the world community as a nation that others see as a good and giving and intelligent country that shares the power of its ideas rather than the idea of its power, as President Clinton said, and works in a multinational fashion to work with other countries to solve the problems around the globe. I have great confidence that Secretary of State Clinton will see to it that women's issues and children's issues and health care issues will be dealt with by the United States as a leader around the globe, and people will see us as a friend and not a foe, someone to be respected and not feared. Nevertheless, the military is always necessary for those that are incapable of seeing peace as the ultimate purpose in our time on earth, and we will see to it that our military is effectively maintained. Climate change threatens the very earth which we inhabit. And the Transportation Committee, under the leadership of Representative Chairman James Oberstar, will see to it that we address issues of importance that maintain the earth as we know it, the flora and the fauna as God has given them to us, and see that the future generations aren't impacted as great as they would be. The past Congresses did not deal with global warming, did not sign the Kyoto Accord, the President did not, and they leave us in a problem there. So we've got a problem with the world community, a problem with the economy, a problem with the environmental standards that we need to adopt. Much to be done. It's all begun, but most of it won't really get into full swing until after the inauguration of January 20. Madam Speaker, I urge every school system and every citizen to watch the inauguration of our next president, January 20, to allow students to watch that inauguration, and hopefully it will imbue in them the same spirit about government and the same hope that I had on January 20, 1961, when I watched John Kennedy take the oath of office. John Kennedy gave my generation the belief that politics can be an honorable profession and that government can be a useful tool in seeing that our country and our world is a better place. To a goodly extent, I think we've lost that hope that the new frontier brought some 40 some odd years ago. With the election of Barack Obama, hope again exists in the American people's hearts and minds. I expect his oratory to embody the spirit of America, of working together, and a spirit of change that's for the betterment of this country and the world. I hope everybody watches. Please encourage your children to watch and allow them to be inspired. For if they are, we'll have a generation that will participate, that will vote, and that will see to it that we have a better tomorrow. Madam Speaker, I am proud to serve in this Congress. very proud to serve with Speaker Pelosi and blessed to have the opportunity to serve with the new frontier of the 21st century, Barack Obama. Thank you very much.